Welcome back to this week's edition of the Torah Podcasts. Parshas Noach. The Parsha starts off, Eile toldos Noach. This is the story. This is the deeds. This is the Maisa of Noah. Noach ish tzaddik. Noach was a righteous man. Tamim haya b'dayraisav. He was wholesome in his generation. Esu Elokim, Hisalech Noach, the Lord Hashem Almighty walked with Noach. Rashi picks up on an interesting question here. The pasuk seemingly does not flow very smoothly. Eila told us Noach, this is the story of Noach. Noach ish tzaddik. Noach happened to be a tzaddik. Now, the story of Noach was that, then he happened to be a tzaddik? The question is here, the pasuk doesn't flow nicely, and it sounds as though the story of Noach is cut off by that Noach was a righteous person. So Rashi says, first Rashi, Dibur HaMaschal Eila told us, Noach ish tzaddik. L'lamdecha, this teaches us, she'ikr toldo sehem, the main actions shel tzaddikim, the main story, the main life accomplishments of a tzaddik are maisim tovim, are his good deeds. The story of Noach is Noach ish tzaddik. When a person is asked, what do you do for a living? Does he answer that I work as this job? Or does he answer, I am a servant of Hashem, I have Yiras Shamayim, and I take care of my family, and then I'm also a doctor, I'm also a lawyer, I'm also an accountant? Or does he say, what I do for a living is, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, and on the side, I am a servant of Hashem? Very interesting to note here that Rashi's Lashon is Iker. What's the main thing by a person? Eila told us Noach. This is the story of a person's life, Noach ish tzaddik. What a person does, a person's righteous deeds, a person's fear of heaven, that is what he is. That's his ikker. That's his main thing. The tafel, the side, is that, yes, he wakes up and goes to work and makes money because it is a commandment that we have to, we have to be able to put food on the table. We have to be able to take responsibility and pay our bills. It is prohibited against the Torah to not pay our bills. But what's a person's ikker? What's a person wake up in the morning? What makes him tick? Should be his service of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. A beautiful limud in Rashi. The Heilige Mashgiach, the Or Olam, the Mashgiach of the Mir, Rabbi Yerucham HaGoyin HaGadol Levovitz, has a piece in his Mamorim in Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur about this Yesod and how we view our life in our service of Hashem, about Iker and Tafel. The laws of the main thing and the Tafel, which I guess would be translated as the less main, the side dish, so to speak. The halacha is that if you are going to pick up a piece of schnitzel and take a bite out of it, you must make a bracha. The bracha that we make on schnitzel is obviously shahakol because it's chicken. But however, there are breadcrumbs on the schnitzel, or there are cornflake crumbs, or whatever there is outside the schnitzel. So why don't we make a mazonos on the breadcrumbs? The halacha is because although it is there, it is secondary, that was the word we were looking for or to the schnitzel, which is the chicken, which is the ikker, the main thing. A person has to look in his life, what is my ikker and what is my tafel? That is not just a halacha on food, but also, and probably more importantly, a halacha in a person's life. Ikker and tafel. Very scary thing. What's my main thing in life? What am I working towards? This Yesod has many nafkaminas. This foundation of Jewish thought has many practical differences in a person's life. Number one, when you meet someone or you get stuck in an elevator with someone, do you ask him, hello, what's up, how are you, did you see the weather, who's your favorite sports team? Is that what your ikker is? Or is your ikker, did you see Rashi in this week's parasha? How was your Elul? You're looking forward to Rosh Chodesh. How's your family? How is your service of Hashem? Conversation, the first thing you talk about is the ikr, the most important thing. And that's a very important thing in our life. It shows our priorities. Second thing, interesting thing that I came out with my father over the holy yontiv of Sukkot. We all, or some of us, watch TV. It's a thing, maybe part of our life. Everyone has to know if that is a waste of time and something that we need and something that's an outlet, or something that is probably a little bit an overindulgence and might be prohibited. But that's a different shmooze. But there's also a site here of ikr and tafel. When you walk into a person's house, you can tell, or a person should strive, I should say, to show that his ikr is in his avodas Hashem and his tafel should be his outlets, quote unquote, television. When you walk into someone's house and look in his library or look in his living room, is the main thing a svarim shelf? A person should strive in the best way, not prohibited, not suggesting that this is what we should do, but it's important that we should understand what our ikr is and what our tafel is. Our main thing, have a TV, watch TV, enjoy it if you need it, but we should know that we should have our priorities straight. I watch, but maybe the main thing in the house should be a bookcase full of sefarim, full of Talmud, full of Tanakh, and in the basement is the TV, an ikr and a tafel. Again, we can say that that's the same word here. Eila told us Noach. This is the story of Noach. Noach ish tzadik, tamim haya b'doraisav. A person's ikr, what a person stands for, what they write on a person's tombstone is going to be, and Yirtzeh Hashem by all of us at 120, that he was a tzaddik and he was tamim haya b'doraisav, esalek him, esalek im us. And Yirtzeh Hashem, we should all be zeicha to this. A Meir Dika Shabbos.